Hi, my name's Dee, your Professor of Woo Woo, and welcome to Untitled Tarot, and welcome to the general reading for September for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever area of chart you're wanting to look at. So it's a general reading rules apply. So take it with a pinch of salt. It's a general reading. You know, if you want a personal reading, there's a link down below to the Facebook page for the channel, and there's an inbox there, so you can contact me that way for a personal reading. Timing is far from absolute, but where this is different from other general readings is I advise take the whole lot or none of it. There's a past and a present on this spread. So if the past and the present don't fit, don't try and make it fit. Go and watch your moon. Go and watch your rising. But what I would like you to do is ask a question prior to me starting the reading. Take a moment, think about all the questions that are around you. Focus on one of them, but be aware of all of them, because the cards will answer what they want. And they don't always work in the same priority that you or I do. So obviously, thank you very much for anyone who's returning to the channel. And thank you to all my subscribers who have subscribed. And if you're not one of them, please hit that subscribe button, join the Facebook page, or click the notifications bell, or both, because one way or another, you might stand a chance of getting the notification that I've done something then. Thank you very much for everybody who has. Now, is there anything else that I've got to... No, that's the lot. God, my waffle is getting shorter and shorter. Let me bring the cards up. So this is a really interesting reading, Gemini, because, I mean, it's dripping in Gemini energy. Spirit is bringing in a choice with this Two of Wands. You have Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords of how you're feeling here. So it's, I'm feeling two things. That you're torn between two choices, because on the one hand, but on the other hand, you know, it's like, but there's also a huge call here for you to be, well, your true self, to allow those aspects of your personality that you may well have kept quiet, or not given the same importance to as what you feel like you're ready to give, and I do not know how to pronounce this, Bloodywed or Bloodywed, from the Miss of Avalon Oracle. I so should know how to pronounce that, but I don't. That is a call for reveal your true self, reveal your inner beauty, your inner passion, your inner interests. This is just be you more than what you have been before. Allow that, allow your passion to help define your interactions with the world around you. Then this is backed up because we have renewing your life and giving birth cards. Both wanted to come out of the Oracle deck, because if you saw my shuffle, that one fell out on a pile, but this one was sticking out. I was like, oh, which one? So I've taken both of them. And there's this whole... I laugh because I call that renewing your life card, the Marie Kondo card. But there is the letting go of stuff that has sort of been in the way of you being you. Now, let's get to the main tarot here. So, your situation, we have the moon clarified by the Six of Wands. Now, this indicates a couple of scenarios to me. You've received a victory. You've received a victory that's made you feel really quite good. But that victory is cyclic. You know, it's at the moment you're on the top of the world, but that victory will fade and then rise up again and then fade again, because what you have to work with is some clarity coming in with the moon again. So it's almost like, oh, now They're not called stroboscopes. You know those spinning wheel things where you've got the person pushing the train cart or what have you, or a horse and rider. I forget what they're called, popular in Victorian times, but it's basically it's animation, but by making this thing spin and you're looking through little slits. There's this sense of there's the direction and it's gone, and there's the direction and it's gone. Almost like when you're looking at a lighthouse from a distance and the light is revolving. So you can see it and then it's gone, and then you see it and then it's gone. So you're being given various flashes of here's a direction to go in. Are you actually going to go into it? Are you going to nurture this new direction? Or I think it's unfair to call it a new direction. I think I want to sooner call it an inner direction. So I think it's been there for a while beforehand, but you've been maybe a little bit defensive about it in the past, and you've maybe that side of you, it suffered from some rapid change, some of which was good, some of which was bad, some of which was information that was knocking you down and knocking you on your backside. But you have recently managed to pick yourself back up again, and there is a victory that has been offered to you. The other scenario I'm getting from this Moon and Six of Wands is that of a false victory, where you are being celebrated for something you've achieved, and it's almost like your reaction to this is, what did I actually do there that's worth anything? Now, if this is your scenario, I agree with you. Really, why is it worth? Because opposing you, we have the Strength and the Ace of Cups. So it's not so much a new love, but there was an ideal that you were strongly tied to, whether this is through work or through loyalties or through legalities or what have you. And people are celebrating the fact that you have achieved something, and you're there going, yeah, I'm really pleased that you're happy about that. But really, what have I achieved? I've managed to tick a box. Have I made any lasting change? Have I, by what I've done, have I created a positive effect in the world? Or have I just ticked a box? And everyone's going, hey, well done you. And you're like, yeah, well done me. Either way, so again, there's that clarity coming in, and there's that being shown, those flashes of there's something better than this. So either of those scenarios seem to work to work you towards that whole Marie Kondo your life business. But this that you've been defensive about beforehand, Queen of the Moon Oracle, faith card, have faith in it, because these lessons are coming through so that you can go, yeah, okay, great, I did great, fantastic. Not what I want to do. And this Queen of Pentacles that Spirit is bringing in with this Two of Wands is saying that you are you're going to be nurtured somewhere along the line anyway. Okay, you are being protected or you are being supported. So if you're going to have that support anyway, whether it's from Spirit or whether it's from people, because there's people around you that understand where you're coming from. You know, as much as there's, for that second scenario, people going, yay! Or for the first scenario, where you're getting this big victory and then you know that it's going to ebb. You know that it's going to flow away and then return. There's people seeing the fair path forward. Justice and Seven of Cups. There's lots of ideas being presented to you, and much like the previous, Taurus. Yeah, I know I should know that. Much like the previous reading that I just did, there's a certain amount of inertia. There's a certain amount of, okay, really this victory is I've just checked a box, or I've just scored this victory for a moment, but I'll have to do it again next month. But I'm good at ticking boxes. I'm good at scoring these temporary victories and then moving back again. But since it's been the Devil card, clarified it with my Demon Possessed Tarot, and we have the Three of Cups with Vipar, Guide of the Waters, can make storms and rough seas, or conversely, obviously, can make rough seas calm. And then, so this is telling me about there's friends that can smooth your way, and you know that there is, and that you want to be working with the friends that have that innate sense of justice, that innate sense of, I don't know, they can tell you there's this option. I don't know whether it's right for you to take this option, but if you take this option, it has the right effect on society or the people around you or whatever. So they can't speak for you. They can't say this is right for you, but they can say that this will have the right result. And it's up to you whether you want to be the person having that result. Now, I would highly recommend that because guidance is coming in with the Four of Cups. But we have, for the period you're going into the future, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which there's a certain amount of, sheer beauty and strength. So you've got the whole Ten of Pentacles, wonderful community, family support, finances being enough, okay, they're enough, but guidance coming in on the basis of whatever choice you have made. Now, if you're choosing to stay exactly where you are and being blind to the new opportunities, then, you don't need no guidance coming in, really, do you? Because you're okay where you are, aren't you? That's what you think. But if you are wanting to strive ahead forward and reveal your inner self to the world and all of that business, then there is guidance on offer there as well. Because let's face it, this victory, if you did achieve it, as much as, hey, you've done it, bit stressy to get there. And even this victory that you've achieved that people are applauding you for and you're going, what? It was still stressy to get there. Do you really want to be doing that stress again? So hopes and fears. You're worried about things changing too fast. Well, we've got Eight of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Tough. It is what this... sorry, but that's what this is saying to me. Tough. Things will change fast if you allow them to. There's an element of, you've been trying to play strategy, but you're not aware of the whole board. You're limiting yourself to a certain amount of moves, and you're forgetting that the world isn't a board game. You can go up and over and through and past and before. There's more dimensions in which you can move than what you're necessarily focusing on. And this, I think this clarity and this guidance that's coming in will help you see through your way through that with the positive influence of friends. But absolutely, yes, that will bring change, and that will bring potentially fast change. So, the end of this reading, we have the Four of Wands making a commitment and building a stable base, look at it that way, because there's a certain amount of strength and power and balance of forces in this Four of Wands. Now, this is clarified by two cards, the Hermit and the Eight of Pentacles. So, hey, guess what, Gemini? This is going to be fun for you because you're going to end up learning new things. Either way, it looks like you're going to end up learning new things. And that's something that I believe, as a Gemini, you enjoy. So there's a new life path opening up here for you. And I'm feeling really quite positive about it, especially with this Knight of Cups with Beleth on it. So the Knight of Cups is indicating a new dream or a new love, but I think it's more a new dream, a new direction. Someone or something worthy of your truer identity. I'm not going to say your true identity, because one, that indicates you're lying at the moment, which I don't think you are. But I also don't think that this new identity is going to be the be all and end all. Let's put it that way. It's just another step along the road. But Beleth speaks to me very much about changing your past and your future. Now, you may think, what do I mean by changing your past? Well, what I mean is changing the emphasis of things out of your past. Whereas before, there's certain things in your past that you've just glossed over and ignored and gone, yeah, okay, whatever, and you've focused on something else. Now is the time to, whatever that something else was, put that to one side and focus on these things that you've brushed past. And I think that will help give you direction to moving forward with this choice that gets offered to you, this invitation to become your truer self. Imagine you're an onion, you're peeling back another layer, you know, sexy music and all. But you're peeling back another layer and saying, right, this is who I am, or this is the next layer of who I am, and this is what I'm going to be for the foreseeable future until things change again. And then, you never know, I might have another layer to reveal. But there's a real sense of enjoyment, of commitment with these last cards. I mean, Four of Wands is commitment. Eight of Pentacles is that achieving mastery through repetition. Here it's younger person, but traditionally it's an older apprentice on the Eight of Pentacles. And then, of course, there's the Hermit, who is searching for his own inner light. Now, what these cards are saying is that you're quite aware of where your inner light is, thank you very much, but you're not aware of what it feels like to really let it shine. And that's what you're being invited to do here. Somehow really let that inner light shine. So if that means anything to you, Gemini, please do comment down below. I'm really quite impressed with this reading, to be honest. This is quite positive. It's coming, I assume it's coming off the back of that, second full moon in Aquarius and all the positive vibes that's coming from that. So yeah, enjoy, comment down below, and like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And now go and watch your moon and your rising, and then ignore the lot of them because you can get addicted to tarot. So yeah, watch my shows and then no more, honest. All right, cheers.